Get out my face. Okay, come on now. We recording. All right, we only got a search. You got a sales call. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Ooh, how y'all doing? Man, we had a long day yesterday, right? But today, but speaking of long days yesterday, we actually, I'm James.
I'm Alti.
Sorry, we forgot to introduce ourselves. But we went to Atlanta yesterday to take our son back to his home, and we went to church, and also Ultimate's had some things to do at church, and Pastor Roy Barrett, Discover Life Church. Shout out to our church home. You're now a member. You know, congratulations. And I also noticed I got an email talking about joining your household. You joining mine? I'm the head of the household. What you did in the meeting? What you did?
I just followed the instructions.
I had to join your household. I felt uncomfortable. I'm the head of the household, and I was at the church longer and started there. You didn't combine accounts.
I don't.
There was no call.
Steps.
There was no call like, "Hey, do you already have an account? Can I join on yours? Can we be, But it's
you can join, or you can.
You're the head of the house, so you make all the decisions. Next time you take the kids, you do all that stuff. But anyway, never mind. I'm just joking. So we're talking about during the message, Pastor Roy brought up two terms, and I want to. I presented it to my wife in the moment while we were listening to the sermon. She was tongue-in-cheek. Like, Ultimates does a very good job of tongue-in-cheek, meaning she'll act like she doesn't mean the joke, but in reality, she does mean the joke, right? My wife is good at that. So we talked about disruption and interruption. An interruption is a break in the continuity or uniformity of an action, process, or state caused by an intervening action, comment, or event, right? And a disruption, can't spell. A disruption is a radical interruption, disturbance, or breaking of a normal process, system, or event, causing disorder or fundamental shift. And so Pastor Roy was talking about as we go along our walk, there are points where God will either interrupt or he'll disrupt. And when he disrupts, he wants to shift. He wants to move you forward. A lot of times, and when there's an interruption, it's usually just a pause, and then you continue on with whatever you're doing. And so I thought today would be a good time to get what my wife was thinking when he said that statement, and then I looked over and said I was a disruption into your life, and it was appropriate because we've actually been having 1 week of intense fellowship and another week of reconciling the aftermath of the intense fellowship, and we've come to some interesting conclusions about ourselves. And one of those that I've gathered is that I was an interruption. I was a disruption. I disrupted your world, and I never thought about that. And it really rang true yesterday when I was listening to church. And so I guess today we'll talk about like literally what happens when two people become one. And it's not talked about a lot of times about how much of a disruption. And I think the couples that don't make it see the situation as an interruption. The couples that have an illusion of what marriage is, they think it's an interruption when really it should be a disruption. Yeah. There should be some mess, and there should be some things moving around. Yeah. When I made the comment, you laughed and was like, no, but you really thought that based upon the conversations we've been having the last 3 weeks. So I guess speak to that whole thought process, interruption versus disruption.
And ladies, please feel free to share your experience, feedback, etc. Because I think this.
Why not the guy?
Well, because I think that depending upon where a woman is in her life, that can determine the difference on whether it's an interruption or a disruption.
Okay.
So when you're younger, when you're in your 20s, right, and you get married in your 20s, you're still building. You're still identifying who you are as a woman, who you are in your career, etc. So it's more you when you get married at that age, it's easier. It's so much easier to intermingle the transition of becoming one because it's more of an interruption. It hasn't fully disrupted anything yet because it's still being built.
Okay.
But when you are of an established age and you've created things already,
right? You've
built things,
right?
You've experienced.
Well, expound a little bit. Built what, like businesses, or you mean systems? How you operate?
Yeah,
like,
all of it.
Okay.
All of it. Systems.
I like you to be
flow,
direct to the people.
Processes.
Gotcha.
How you fold towels or clothes, right? You got a system already.
Yeah.
So when you get married,
the amount of clothes you wash, now you got my.
It triples.
You got my underwear, socks.
It triples.
T-shirts.
And everybody's socks look the same.
Sweatpants. Well, we always lose them, so we might have to change
everybody's
the system.
Socks look the same.
Well, did you hear what I said? How does socks go into the bin too? They come back to me with a pair missing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I think maybe it gets sucked in the machine.
It's your system. You realize
it's not my system.
There'd be dirty clothes. There'd be clean clothes on the floor. They legitimately
are lost.
I was confused.
Those are not dirty.
They're not dirty, but they be on the floor, and then it be stuff all over.
Because we have a whole thing, and we have so many.
Get back on topic. Anyway. Your system is flawed. That system is flawed. Go ahead.
Then fix it.
I can't trust. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you gave me permission.
Oh, okay, yes. No. Oh my God.
Not that I'm gonna do it.
No.
I've already been thinking about this.
No, if you fix it, that means
I'm going to implement what I've already been thinking about.
Assisting.
No. I'm going to assist. There is going to be a place everybody's gonna have to fold their socks. They're gonna have to give it to you folded.
Y'all have to fold your own?
No, meaning when we hand you our socks and the dirty clothes, they have to be together to match. So that way you do not lose the sock. Well, the problem is they come individually.
You're looking at it like I lose the socks. No,
you're the one that puts it in and takes it out.
I'm telling you,
right,
I don't.
Go ahead.
And the machine can indeed suck up stuff.
It's a dryer that blows out dry air.
It's not the dryer. I'm talking about the washing machine. We still have the agitator. So because we don't have one of the washing machines that do not have the agitator, sometimes stuff gets stuck.
Ma'am, I love you. But my socks are big. I wear a size 13, 14 sock.
The agitator.
You realize the length there's not going to get stuck. If it got stuck in there, it would damage the washing machine.
The agitator sucks up raw wires. Ladies, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So it can. All and it sucked up.
Go back to
anyway.
Reference.
So anyway, yeah, like when you have things that are established, it is a disruption. Okay. Even if it's welcomed, it's a disruption, and it completely. Even if it's welcomed, it's a welcome thing. Okay. And one of the things, shout out to Pastor Page, he's awesome. And he holds us both accountable.
Who is Pastor Page?
Pastor Page. He's
for the TV man. You can't just.
Pastor Page is the pastor who married us.
And he did our premarital counseling. And
he is also a pastor at Zion Church.
No. I mean, he has been helping us after all.
He is
a guide.
Yes.
He's a guide.
Because he helped guide us into marriage, and he has committed himself to guiding us while in it.
Yeah. Okay. Good job.
So, yeah, it's a disruption. And he brought up a point that whenever you're in transition, becoming one sounds good, but the reality is to become one, you strip away old to create new. And when you strip away old, that isn't pretty. That stripping process isn't pretty. It requires us to create something new while letting go of what was. And it doesn't necessarily mean everything goes away that was once there, but some things stay, some things modified, some things have to be rid of completely. And we understand that, something he brought up, we understand that in business.
How so?
If you're going through a migration or acquisition,
people
already know, they are expecting change.
Okay.
They are expecting, so-and-so just got hired. They're going to bring their whole new team in. We about to change some stuff. Okay. Like, you already kind of prepare yourself.
Hey, hold that thought. We're going to pause it so you can log into your sales call. It's 12:01.
Okay. They won't let me change it.
That's fine. You like your old last name.
No, I don't.
Why'd you give him Curry?
No, this is connected to
Zoom?
Yeah.
You can go to Zoom and change it. You just ain't did it. I'm making that mandatory. That's an interruption. I'm interrupting.
Okay.
It's mandatory you change on this planet. No, it's not mandatory. Don't give me people get to be saying stuff.
Are we still recording?
I just hit record. You didn't know. I wanted to
We still recording?
Are you on mute?
We're all on mute.
What if he comes off?
The audio is not even connected on this.
Okay. He the only one that can talk?
Yes.
Okay. 'Cause he might hear this.
That would be great.
No, but he might not be like, to me.
No, he can't even see us.
Okay. All right. Continue. We was talking about business.
Yeah. So in business, I think we it's more acceptable. You know what, if you have a new SVP or a new CEO or a new head coach, you know change is expected. But in relationship, in marriage, where it's as if we're expecting to make such a huge change of becoming one while continuing to be who we were. Like, while continuing to be, this is just who I am.
Right.
And resisting the fact that who you were may not be aligned with who you need to become for the togetherness of us.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with your assessment. Go ahead. You wanted to ask me?
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I also don't think it was just a disruption in my life. I think it was a disruption in yours too.
No, of course.
Yeah.
But you was the one that, it was your reaction when I said that made me like, oh, this is what we should talk about on the show today. And I mean, disruptions are necessary at times.
Mm-hmm.
I think disruptions are important because we can get stale in the way we have been doing things. It could become old. And I think one of the things that, especially when you're walking this thing out as a believer, is that the one thing that I do not want to discount God forever is that he's always up to a fresh thing. Right? He's always up to fresh. Like I think that is an underrated part of the walk with Christ. I think it's an underrated part of the relationship in a marriage, is that there's room for fresh, right? Yeah. And fresh doesn't necessarily mean something else. Fresh simply means God is taking what was and moving you to a place of what is for him. Like it's almost like staying current with God, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't know his ways, and the way that, and he talked about it, the way that we do stay current is you follow, right? Like the series that we're in is Follow Me, and we use Matthew chapter 4 verses 18 through 20, where Jesus goes to John and Peter who are at the boat fishing, and they're fishing and they're fishermen. And he says, "Follow me." That's it. He says, "Follow me." And the great illustration that Pastor Roy pointed out yesterday was Jesus didn't do a lot of talking. It wasn't a lot of explanation. It was take up your nets and follow me. And he walked, and the illustration that he used was he just walked away, right? A lot of times we want to know why, where we going. You know, the kids do that. Like, hey, let's get in the car. Where we going?
I do that.
Yeah, that's another subject for another day. But yeah, and you want to look back. Ideally, you want to look back and see people going along with you because they trust you, and that's what happened. There was some instant followers, some believers. There was some doubting Thomas. There was some believers who doubted, but they still followed. Like there's various ways you can, but the thing is, just come along and see.
And Pastor Roy, he did mention there are some people who will ask the questions and follow.
Yeah.
I do.
No.
Babe, I do that to God.
No, you didn't do it yesterday.
I do that to God.
You talking about that.
I do that to God. When things, it doesn't change my obedience. I am still obedient, but there are moments where I be like, I don't see.
But that's not
how this.
But I don't think that's where my point of contention is.
Where is it?
My point of contention is it seems like, and I could be wrong, right? Mm-hmm. I'm open to being wrong. It feels as though you always want it to make sense to you, for you to follow. And for me, that's the part that, it's not the fact that you're going to ask questions. I always tell you, I'm very big on questions, but it's always the fact that your questions are trying to make sense of whatever it is. And sometimes even I am not afforded the opportunity to make sense of what it is. I'm just told to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like my journey professionally has been that, like, go to this place.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why you got me here? Why you got me in Mississippi and during COVID away from my son and 6 hours away? Why you got me here? Why you moved me to Denmark, South Carolina? Why'd you move me to all these places that are in isolation when I'm coming from this place of busyness, like in Atlanta, right? And it's just like, now I'm here. Now I understand, right? It allowed me the necessary room that I needed to grow those 6 years of my being in the countryside, so to speak, and being away. But that's another. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So we talk about disruptions and interruptions, and so marriage has both. Marriage has both. I think when the cleaving happens, it's a disruption. Within the confines of the daily, day by day of the marriage, it's an interruption. Like this video for us is an interruption because business needs to be conducted. But I do feel it's very important. This is an opportunity for us to share and give insight to some of the things that we go through as a married couple, and also to give other couples who are considering marriage the space in the room to be able to discuss and have conversations. What is a disruption for you and your spouse? For those who are coming into who are betrothed to each other, engaged, to the boyfriend, girlfriend who are having serious conversations about taking the next step, and to the husband and wife who have taken the step and you're over the threshold of matrimony. Having a discussion about disruptions, I think, will allow, and I'm speaking for me personally, it gave me a better understanding of what my wife sees when she sees our marriage, right? For her. In the confines of her having some uncomfortable conversations about some things that have happened, and hopefully vice versa is the same to her, as well as we have points in our day where we need interruptions. We had a very important conversation about dinner. And I think for us to plan dinner, we need to have interruptions in our day. Not disruptions, because disruptions, she the time, right? But we do need to have interruptions to discuss dinner in our day, right? And I think those interruptions allow us to be able to pause for a moment. They can be pauses to catch our breath. They can be pauses to organize. They can be pauses to communicate to the significant other, kind of what's going on, what's the update on the time. But pauses and interruptions are important in your marriage as you guys are going throughout your life. But I also believe that God is doing a disruptive work in those he calls, which is why my book, A Christ-Centered Path to Hope and Purpose. See that plug? I did that?
I do.
It's available.
And can I just also add,
a book called Hope and Purpose.
He does. Yeah, it is great.
Go ahead.
I also want to add that we're learning this thing.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't say. We definitely.
Like I just in Threads, there was a young lady who asked for advice about marriage.
You had that?
And I shared the sentiment of what Pastor Page shared with us. But I also told her, I said, listen, there's no amount of advice that will prepare you for the path in which your marriage will take you. None. There's no advice Can't nobody set you up for that. So you have to be prepared to just go in. And I think that's why it's so important to be committed, to understand that there's a covenant in place. And as you're going through, understand that, and we talked about different tools, right? You get tools in your toolbox, not to use the tools on the other person. The tools are for yourself. So as she's getting the advice, she's getting tools. She's getting things. She's getting learnings. When you do therapy, you're getting tools. You're getting resources. You're getting all these things. That's for self. I can't use those tools on you. That's manipulation. Okay. So but that's why it's so important that both people focus on the betterment of gaining tools. Because if I have a bunch of tools in my toolbox and I use them properly, aka not try to use them on you, but use them for myself, there comes a point where the tools in my toolbox may not match the tools in yours. And then there's a disconnect of alignment because someone is not at capacity to show up in the way that the other person desires or needs.
Wow, that's good stuff.
So you gotta we're still gaining tools.
Of course, I think we'll be gaining tools for the rest of our lives,
right? Yes.
I will just give this thought, definitely not advice. We're not marriage counselors. We're just married. I think the two things that I will give, and I'm always going to stand by these two things. The best thought that you can put to action is to grab a hand like this, get down in that foxhole, and work it out with the person. That's the best thought that I is you if you both are not in the foxhole, it's going to be difficult. And then the other advice is trust God. Put him in the center of your marriage. I guarantee if you put him in the center of the marriage, he's going to do the things necessary to keep what he put together. Because remember, his marriage is a reflection of Christ's marriage to us as believers. And so for me, those two things, if you're not in the foxhole, if you're running it out when the bullets get to firing, because the bullets do fire, as you said, like we're not immune to the problems, and we're not even a year in, and we've dealt with some stuff. But I just think that the best ability is availability. Be available for your partner, with your partner. Be available for your partner and be available with your partner to get in that foxhole and fight. So, is there anything you be getting advice from threads? People be reaching out?
No,
I told you famous.
It's in my feed.
I think they like you more than they like me.
I engage.
But I try to engage. Nobody engaged me back. I told you what my problem is.
No, but you have to. It's a continual of.
But you don't share with me what people like. You don't tag me, be like, "Hey, let my husband."
No, because it was actually for ladies. Like she was asking advice from women.
But I'm saying, it wasn't. So I really think the algorithm says that they respond more to you, so you'll get more FaceTime.
No, I know that some people could look at this and be like, "Stop."
No, I'm giving you. This should go.
Stop! I didn't even know you moved.
They want to see you.
Some people can look at this, and there are an array of different thoughts that can come up.
Array, I like that word.
It can be how y'all talking, and this ain't even y'all didn't succeed the first time. True.
Wait.
Hold on, let me finish.
Can we address? No, because you about to drop some stuff. Let's stop one by one.
Or how y'all just got married? How y'all got true? Or y'all not even y'all got problems. Yep, we go through stuff too, right? So yes, we are all of those.
Man, you care about that stuff? We're so different in that.
I don't think I care. I think I am aware of it. And I think because of
I like that.
The fact that I'm aware of it, I can approach it in a way to keep those things in mind, right? Like not to change what we're saying, but to acknowledge that
I think that
you're right.
I think all of it's true. And to say whether we were successful or not in our previous marriages is really a slight to the people that we married, because I can honestly say out of both of my situations, I gained a greater perspective and a better understanding to be a husband to this woman right here. And had I not had those experiences, then I probably would have been a bad single, which I was. So for me, yeah, you could say whatever you want to say about how many times I've been married, but I choose to get it right because I have a little girl now, and I have a son that I can model what it looks like. And that's always, that's the biggest deal. And then the other stuff, I think for us, these videos aren't there. We give you guys real time. Like I said, like 2 weeks ago, it was heavy in this house. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we had, it was heavy, but I tell you, it's my relationship with Christ. My wife don't have to beat me up. The Holy Spirit does. Like the Holy Spirit tags me. Bah, bah, bah. I get hit over the heart with the things that happen from us. So I'm covered. Like I'm covered, right? So if I'm covered, she covered. She don't have to worry about me feeling any type of thing with what she says. And I hope that for me is the biggest thing that I can give her, is that I'm connected to a power who is tapped into what goes on in this house, right? And I know he's tapped in because you can, if you want to go check the cameras, you can see me before a game. My prayers before we play, or my prayers when I wake up in the morning, or if I'm walking or doing whatever it is that I'm doing, are geared towards how can I be better in our interactions and in conversations with this beautiful soul that I call my wife. So
yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And I think too, to society, they can look like failures.
Yeah.
But the reality is, no, they were successful in that season of what they were supposed to provide.
I got a book coming for that. Well,
they were successful. Like they birthed Legacy and Deuce and Izzy. Yeah. They created a heart for Christ, because I'm sure, like in my process.
Baby, hold it.
Sorry.
We could keep. But
yeah. But yeah, it was. They were meant. They were meant.
Baby,
and
again,
still
let it go.
Meant,
Stop, baby. Stop. And we could save this for another video. You got to go to the sales call.
But there was something else you said.
I don't care about you haters, because my mama likes the videos, and if my mama likes the videos, we'll do them, because Nana loves it. Nana loves the video. I think Tina watch. Keisha and Kia
and yes,
watch.
And I don't have a poker face.
So
anybody who be like,
bro,
she looks mean.
Bro.
What's going on? It's because it is in real time.
All right, we love you guys. We're going to end this now, because you can tell with probably the next video we'll talk about. No, it might not be that. God may move in a different way. Well, we love you guys. Interact with my wife all you want, because she's open to it. Clearly, I don't, my men don't ask no questions. We just be in the marriage, just in it. But I like to talk about the things that I share. Shout out to my boy Noble. I'll call you. He ain't married. Oh shoot, that's a dig. That was not a dig. I love you, boy. I love you. Yeah, we have a lot of fun in this thing, man. I'm James. This is Ultimis. We need like a sign off. Let's work on that between now and next week. We'll see y'all later. We need like something to end the conversation. Or you just be like, bye.
Like, bye.
Yeah. Oh, engage with her. Look. See that face? It didn't stop.
It didn't.